With the first pick of the 2026 MLB Draft, the Chicago White Sox select Rock Chalowski.
When I went out there a couple months back, the people, the office, the players, it was everything that I wanted in the draft. I mean, I'm super excited that, I got all the people here behind me with me. That was a big thing for me, was having everyone here, but...
Good, everything, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Coach Savage, Coach Ward, the whole crew, just really, helped me, turn myself into, exactly what I wanted to be, and there's a lot of work left to be done.
Did it. I'm so proud of you. But not just baseball, because of who you become. Go out there and show them, okay? I love you so much. And just enjoy this party. This is for you, okay? Your dream came true,
Welcome back to another episode of Baseball in the Bible. I am Riker Dotson here with my dad, Ryan Dotson, and we're back for another one.
We're back. Hope you enjoyed that intro there.
Yep,
Rock Chalowski, first pick of the 2026 MLB Draft. So we're gonna dive into that. It's All-Star break. All-Star break. Well, as this episode's airing, All-Star break is over, and we're starting the second half. But we're gonna dive into all things All-Star festivities. Talk about things that have already happened in real life, but we don't know what's happened. But we're going to cover the draft here to start, because that's always exciting.
Yes, that's always very fun to cover.
A lifelong dream fulfilled for a lot of guys, and we're going to go through the top 10.
And then, because we're biased, we're going to go to the 13th pick.
We're going to cover the 13th pick, who the Cardinals had. But it's an exciting thing. So, again, congratulations to Rock. Just a cool moment there, getting his name read and selected first overall by the White Sox. We've got our own very own rookie here hanging on the wall.
Mine, by the way.
Finally made it to the wall, J.J. Weatherholt. But in honor of the draft, J.J. was the 7th overall pick a couple years ago. But he also just signed a new extension. And so we're happy to announce that J.J.
is a Cardinal. He's staying with us for the long haul.
Signed an 8-year deal.
It's huge.
So the crazy thing is, he's only 23. He'll still get another big free agent contract, but he signed, as is kind of the new norm. Pirates did it with Connor Griffin. Tigers did it with McConaughey. The teams are starting to wrap up the guys that you believe are the franchise, wrap them up early, cut out some of their arbitration years, some of their free agency years. And so, thankfully, the Cardinals followed suit and inked JJ to an 8-year, $112 million contract.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But congratulations to him. So, again, in honor of him, we're going to talk through some of the top 10 picks.
Yes.
And so we just saw Rock Chalowski, shortstop out of UCLA. Coming into the draft, it was either going to be him or the guy that went second. They figured would be in that top 2 picks, but considered to be the best college shortstop to enter pro ball since Troy Tulowitzki in 2005. He was at or near the very top of draft boards from wire to wire. He hit 44 homers over the last 2 seasons for the Bruins and was a Golden Spikes Award finalist this year. So White Sox select Rock Chalowski shortstop. With the second pick, the Rays selected from here locally Grady Emerson, who, again, a lot of people thought he might be the top pick, but he ended up going second to the Rays. Grady Emerson, shortstop out of Fort Worth, Texas Christian High School. He was the Gatorade National Player of the Year. He's a left-handed bat who can hit with more power to come, and he's a no-doubt shortstop. The third pick was with the Twins. They picked Vaughn Lackey, a catcher out of Georgia Tech. He was in play at both 1 and 2, and it seemed unlikely he'd get past this spot. One of the best offensive performers in all of college baseball. He finished his junior season with a 1.291 OPS. He's super athletic, especially for a catcher, finishing the year with 20 homers and 15 steals. All right. The fourth pick, Jackson Flora.
I've heard all these names at some point.
Have you?
For sure I have.
Right-handed pitcher. I don't think you've heard of Grady Emerson, who's playing high school ball in Fort Worth Christian.
I might have because he's local.
You might have.
I watch Sports Center sometimes.
They're not talking about that guy. Giants selected Jackson Flora. He's a pitcher out of UC Santa Barbara. Flora is the best arm in the class, according to this scout, and posted every Friday night for Santa Barbara, separating himself from the other pitchers in the class. An added bonus is he's local, having grown up in Northern California and as a Giants fan. The Pirates selected Derek Curiel out of Louisiana State, outfielder. This was one of the first surprise picks of the draft. He's a lean left-handed hitter with plus bat-to-ball skills and a very advanced approach at the plate. How much power he grows into remains to be seen, but he can flat-out play center field. So Derek Curiel. The sixth pick, the Royals selected Zion Rose, outfielder out of Louisville. This was another, it says here, this was our first truly wow moment of the opening round. The Royals will clearly save money with this pick, but Rose is a very talented offensive player, a chance to be at least an above-average hitter with above-average power to all fields. The seventh pick, Orioles select Eric Booth Jr., outfielder out of Oakland Grove High School, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's been a lot of bats mentioned so far. With things shaking it up ahead of them, the O's were able to consider two of the top prep position players available. They opted for Booth, the center fielder from Mississippi, who has an excellent feel to hit, even with an unusual setup at the plate. He can really run and will stay up the middle for a long time. The biggest question is where he will play. The A's, with the eighth pick, selected Drew Burris, outfielder out of Georgia Tech. The A's were shopping for college hitters, as they often do. 3 of the last 4 years, they've gone that route. Burris, don't be concerned about Burris' stature at 5'9". The guy just rakes. His compact right-handed swing with an advanced approach gives him the chance to hit and with power. The ninth pick, the Braves selected A.J. Gracia, outfielder of Virginia. Hit 43 homers over 3 years of college, 2 seasons at Duke, and this last one at Virginia, and his approach should help him get to his power as a pro. And the 10th pick, the Rockies selected Tyler Bell, shortstop out of Kentucky. Bell is a switch hitter who came on strong thanks to excellent play in the best conference in the country. He did so while playing through a torn labrum in his non-throwing shoulder, so there could be even more in the tank. It'll take some time for him to recover from the injury, but he has the chance to be a very solid all-around shortstop once he's healthy. And yes, because we are biased, we're going to skip down to the 13th pick. Cardinals selected Trevor Condon. Heard of him?
We did.
You've heard of him only because I told you that they drafted him.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason I've heard
Yeah,
of him. Gonna
he's
be honest, I haven't heard of him.
out of Georgia, high school player.
Yep.
Player of the year in Georgia. Condon's combination of pure hit tool and 70-grade speed made him one of the most interesting prep hitters in the class. The left-handed hitter had been committed to Tennessee, but he's not making it to campus. All right, here's the comp that he's been getting. He's a left-handed hitter who has gotten some PCA comps. And like with PCA, there's raw power for him to get as he matures while being a plus defender in center field. I saw an interview with him after he was drafted. He's got a lot of PCA vibes to him. So PCA is probably a player that if he's not on your team, you can't stand him, like we can't. But if he's on your team, you love him. So I'm already liking this Trevor Condon young man. And out of high school, we'll see how quickly he can make it up. But I like the PCA comps, so I'm excited about Trevor Condon. And again, congratulations to all these guys. There's tons more. The draft for baseball is long. But those top players, there's a lot of pressure on them, a lot expected. Even, someone like Trevor right out of high school. But we'll see. The draft is so tricky. That's why the Weatherholt class, even a couple years ago, to have those three guys come out of the top 7, with Connor Griffin going 1. I think McConaughey was 2 or 3. Weatherholt 7. Just to have those guys come out and be in the bigs that quickly is not normal. Not. So we'll see what kind of class this is. But again, congratulations. This is a lifelong dream for these guys to hear their names selected. And either they'll go pro or they'll go to college. We'll see what they do, but we'll see what studs. No matter what, maybe not even the 11 names I just read, there's going to be some all-stars as we're talking about the all-star game. There's going to be maybe even some Hall of Famers that are in this class. We just don't know who they are yet. And that's the fun part, to see who it is. So congrats to those guys. All right. And if your favorite team is one of those teams, then good luck to you. And that's one thing that happened.
On the topic of All-Stars.
Yes.
Let's talk about the All-Star game that happened.
Let's talk about the All-Star game.
We don't know the results because we're filming before.
We don't, but we're going to throw the results up right now. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations to that league for winning the All-Star game, and congratulations to this player for winning the MVP. Yay. Good job. Good job to that player. We do know who's starting the game.
We do, and we will discuss that because that's the little we know.
We do know that. We do know that Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies will be starting for the National League, and Dylan Cease from the Blue Jays will be starting for the American League. And so those will be your 2 starters. How they fared, we don't know right now, but we'll see. And again, we'll see who wins. We'll see who the MVP is, who has the big moment. It's in Philly. The whole weekend in the draft was in Philly. I think it's going to be a fun couple days. As we're recording tonight, the Home Run Derby is happening this evening as we're recording. And so All-Star game tomorrow, but would have already aired. So just a fun time of year, and we'll see who wins it for the Midsummer Classic and who has a great game. Some guys that aren't going to be able to play, Ohtani, some others, I think Mizorowski, some other guys that, happens all the time. But hopefully the stars show up and perform. So before we get into the Home Run Derby, we'll do a quick update on where we're at the All-Star break. Again, as this episode's airing, the second half has started, and we'll get into trade deadline stuff and all that over the next couple of weeks as we look at who's going to be buying and selling. But just a quick update of the standings as we wrapped up the first half. National League Central, Milwaukee at the break up 5 games on the Cubs, 8.5 on the Cards, 9.5 on the Pirates. In the NL East, Braves, had a big lead all throughout the first half, but it has definitely dwindled toward the end. 2 games up on Philly, 4 games up on Miami. In the West, the Dodgers are 11.5 up on Arizona, 12.5 up on San Diego. In the American League East, Tampa is 3 up on the Yanks. Red Sox kind of had a heater there at the end of the first half. They're still 10 out in the division, but very much in the wild card race now. And the Central, White Sox and the Guardians are tied, 3 up on the Twins. And in the West, Texas is a 1.5 games up on Seattle, 3 up on Houston. As we wrap up the first half, the wild card, Cubs, Phillies, Marlins, and the Cards are 1 game out of that final wild card spot. And in the AL wild cards, the Yankees, the Guardians, the Mariners, and the Twins are tied for that last wild card spot. But Boston is only a half game back. Houston's only a game and a half. Baltimore 2 games. Toronto 2.5. So a lot of action there at in that third spot for the AL wild card. All right, so that's kind of where we wrapped up. We're starting the second half as this episode airs, and see what happens.
And I'll say this: I know we live in Texas, but Texas hasn't been playing good. So the fact that they're leading their division, they haven't been playing that good at least. But the fact that they're leading the division is pretty.
I mean, saying they haven't played that good is accurate because the whole division is not the whole division, but them and Seattle are right around 500. So they haven't been playing that good. They've been okay. Yeah, they've been just mid. So 49-47 is their record. And again, I do think there's more there. I also think there's more for the Mariners, but there's a lot of talk heading into the All-Star break of will the Mariners not be sellers in the sense that they're tanking on the season, but they're looking. Their offense has just been not good this year, and they have a lot of good starting pitching. And so, will they trade Logan Gilbert? Probably not. But what starting pitcher will they move to try to get a bat? So that'll be one thing that we'll be watching. But I think those two will be battling. Again, I had Texas winning the division, Seattle in as a wild card in mind.
Yeah.
But not thinking they would both be around 500. So we'll see how it plays out. All right. Again, as we are recording this tonight, and has already happened, is the Home Run Derby. We alluded to it last week. We had 4 of the contestants. Now, obviously, we know all of them, all 8. And we're going to talk through them, even though, again, by the time this is airing, you already know who won. But we're going to talk through the 8 participants and just real quick see who the favorites are. And
it's obvious who the favorites are.
Yeah, it's obvious who the favorites are. And we'll see if that really came to pass. But, again, it's going to be in Philly, Citizens Bank Park. Great home run hitting ballpark. So excited to see the contest is on Netflix this year, which is new. Again, they have a new format this year. You know what the new format is?
Oh, yeah. So you have 20 swings.
In the first round, 20 swings.
In the first round.
No more timed.
Yeah, it's no longer timed. You have 20 swings in the first round to hit as many home runs as possible. And then after your 20 swings, you go into a bonus round where you can keep hitting as long as you're hitting home runs. But the moment you hit a not home run, you're done.
Well, I think on your 20th swing, yeah.
On your 20th
after your 19th, so on your 20th swing, if you hit home run, on your last swing, you can keep hitting as long as you're hitting home runs.
Yeah. If you don't hit a home run on your last swing of
you're
the
done.
20.
So if you on number 20, you don't get a home run, your session's over. So, and then the next round, you go down to 4 people. It'll be 15 swings, and then the championship, the 2 people would be 15 swings too. So we'll see. It's different. Just maximize. I feel like it could make the thing longer because guys are going to be more selective. They're just going to be sitting there waiting. There's no time. So they're going to be waiting on their pitch, and we'll see if that, what that produces. So, so the contestants are, do you remember who they are?
I know the favorites. I know 4 of them. You'll have to say the other 4 because I don't know.
Okay.
But I know Kyle Schwarber, Jordan Walker, Bryce Harper, Junior Caminero. That's it.
Say them again because I wasn't really listening to. Junior Caminero, Bryce Harper.
Junior Caminero, Bryce Harper, Jay Walk, Kyle Schwarber.
Correct.
I know those 4.
And then Ben Rice, Jack Caglione.
I forget. Caglione.
Wilson Contreras.
White Sox.
No White Sox. Oh, yeah, Murakami. Yes,
Murakami.
You're correct.
Yes.
And so, again, when you're looking at the predictions, again, Murakami was the last one added. He has 20 home runs at the break. So you got, again, Murakami, Jordan Walker, Jack Caglione, Caminero, Contreras, Ben Rice, Schwarber, and Harper. And so when you read through, if I'm going through ESPN's list here or MLB's list, most of them are picking
Kyle Schwarber
over Caminero. Again, last year at Truist, it was Kyle Riley over Caminero.
But they're in Philly.
Yes.
Those fans are those fans. Not much needs to be said about them. But it's Harper and Schwarber, so they already have kind of an advantage for them to be at home.
Yes, and again, I think both those guys will perform. It would be cool if it works out. I don't know if it will, but if it works out where they could be in the finals, that would be cool. Obviously, we want Jordan Walker to do well,
but let's be realistic.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could. I just think Schwarber and Harper they're gonna be very comfortable. Yeah, and gonna perform well, but. You could have a dark horse. Again, Caglione, nobody's really talking about a ton of power with him. Contreras. I mean, he's got a ton of power. So there's a lot of options there that you could go dark horses, underdog picks.
For sure.
But I think Schwarber, Harper,
Caminero
makes sense. Again, all these guys are picking that, and it makes sense that it'd be one of those three. But we'll pull for Walker and just hope for a great show. So, again, we're saying that now, and now we will say congratulations to
this person
for winning the home run derby. What a performance! It was the most epic.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
and if it was underwhelming, you're wrong.
What a performance. Legendary performance by this guy.
This person put up
and the final was great. I mean,
yes.
We're just going to speak all of this into
yes,
existence.
Please. Yes, and if it's not, we'll come to you about it.
Yeah. So there's the winner of the home run derby.
Right there.
And we've
his face.
Got the winner of the home run derby, winner of the All-Star game, MVP of the All-Star game. So we're taking a glimpse into the future here. So all of them are predicted.
We have no clue who they are, but you do.
It's going to be fun. And again, hope you guys enjoy it or have enjoyed it and ready for the second half of the season. So,
yeah, let's go.
As a fun little thing as we wrap up, before we get into our devotion, next episode that will air next week, we're going to do a little gaming episode. We'll wrap up season 2.
Yes, it's been a longer season, but
wrap up season 2 as we head into season 3 of baseball in the Bible. But we're going to wrap it up. I have
some ideas.
Yeah,
but
how are we going to wrap it up?
We're going to wrap it up with a gaming episode. As we were just talking about, the home run derby contestants are now fully out. So, irregardless of who actually won, me and Dad will be doing the final test by playing them in the show 26 home run derby mode. So that will really just be able to tell who is the hitter.
Yes. Right, we'll see how we play it lined up with what happened in real life. So that'll be next week's episode. We're going to just have a special gaming episode and see how we can perform compared to the real. So we'll use the eight guys in the same format.
I'd be scared if I was being played by you.
Yeah,
for an underwhelming performance.
Real quick, as we're talking about this, because it just came across again. This game has already happened. We've already congratulated the winner and the MVP, but I just got the lineups, so we'll announce them even for us to know. So on the American League, Mike Trout's going to lead off. Alvarez Jordan will bat second. Shea Langoliers will bat third. Junior Caminero will bat cleanup. Bobby Witt Jr. bat fifth. Cody Bellinger bat sixth. Ben Rice bat seventh. Riley Green eighth. Ernie Clement ninth.
All studs.
And then for the National League starting lineup, Kyle Schwarber will lead off. Juan Soto second. Freddie Freeman batting third. C.J. Abrams cleaning up. Max Muncy fifth. Ozzie Albies sixth. Brandon Marsh seventh. Andy Pajas eighth. Drake Baldwin ninth.
All of those powerhouse hitters.
Powerhouse hitters, but at first glance, I got to give the nod to American League.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that lineup's a little more deep, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
Maybe not.
All right. Well, let's get into our devotion, and we just read a name that we're going to use his devotion today. All-Star, starting All-Star.
Mr. Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger, batting sixth in the American League All-Star lineup. Right fielder for the New York Yankees.
So, I don't know if I've been shouting out this book like I should, but it's 1 minute sports devotions for young baseball players. Get your own. Not written by us, but we support it. So, this is Cody Bellinger. Our verse of the week is Proverbs 24:16. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Hitting slumps are brutal. One day you're seeing everything, and the next you can't buy a hit. But slumps never mean all hope is lost. Just ask Cody Bellinger. In 2019, Bellinger was nearly untouchable with 24-year-old. Okay, sorry, restarting that sentence. The 24-year-old hit .305, slammed 47 home runs, and won the National League MVP. He looked like the next big name in baseball. Then came the slump. From 2021 to 2022, his numbers tanked. His batting average dropped to just .193, and the Los Angeles Dodgers let him go. It looked like his best days were behind him. But Bellinger wasn't ready to quit. He signed a 1-year deal with the Chicago Cubs and was determined to make real changes at the plate. After working with coaches to shorten his swing and prioritize contact over power, he started to see results. In 2023, Bellinger found his groove again and helped drive the Cubs' playoff push. After 2 rough seasons, he had reestablished himself as one of the league's top hitters and was named National League Comeback Player of the Year. A comeback like that does not come easy. It takes grit, consistency, and a mindset that refuses to let failure have the final word. Proverbs 24:16 lays out what godly resilience looks like. People who follow God don't just fall once. Like everyone, they mess up again and again, but they keep getting up, not because they're stronger than everyone else, but because they trust God to help them. Depending on God means you don't let failure or sin define who you are. You keep moving forward because you're forgiven, guided, and never alone. When life hits hard, you don't have to push through with your own willpower. God is right there with you, ready to help you persevere through any struggle and rise again. If you're in a slump with baseball, school, or a relationship, do not carry it alone. Talk to God. Ask Him for the strength to persevere and the wisdom to grow through it. Then take your next step forward, knowing He's still right there with you.
All right.
Wow.
Keep rising.
Keep rising.
Cody Bellinger, again, as so many stories that we read. That's why it's just awesome. The same what we covered last week. Just so many of these devotions are just about guys that we're celebrating and cheering them on at the All-Star game, but it came with a lot of work and a lot of grind, ups and downs. Again, the cool thing to me about that is when he's talking about his swing and changing it to more contact. Some of these things, some of these major tweaks that are happening, he's already a big leaguer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not
He's
like
making huge adjustments.
Right. And so even at 10, 11, 12 people watching this, I think sometimes we can think,
I'm good enough. I've made it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the bigs and you're totally tinkering, and sometimes it can go too far. You hear stories of that. I think it happened with Jaywalk early in his career. People were trying to mess with it too much. Your natural swing is your natural swing, but just this idea that even a guy that was already had been super successful and then had to kind of go back to the drawing board and grind and work, and now he's paying, it's paying the dividends again. And it's cool. It's the nature of baseball. You never arrive. It's just like life. You never arrive at perfection. It's a constant push to be better.
Yes, for sure.
So
for sure.
Whether you're 11 or Cody Bellinger, the grind, the work never stops. Right.
Correct.
So keep rising. All right. That's it. We're going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed all the All-Star stuff. And join us next week for the special gaming episode. And pray us out, Riker. We'll get out of here.
Yeah, I will. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for the podcast you have provided us with, Lord. I just pray that it would continue to minister to people, Lord. I just pray that the people watching this would just realize that no matter how down they feel, Lord, that you are with them and you will help them get themselves back up, Lord. I just pray that you would remind everybody watching this video that you are with them at all times, Lord, and that they are never alone. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
See ya on the gaming episode next time. Adios.
Adios.